Now then, so I've been trying out tons of stuff since the expansion dropped, and one of the decks that I think is really good is like Spellitel, basically a spell focused Scoia'tael deck, and it's pretty similar to the old Nature's Gift, but it actually feels really good with the new cards. I think the only new card we're not running is I forget the name of it, Vanadame, because kind of makes sense to run. But everything else we just put straight in because they just naturally fit in. And we're really doing the same thing that Nature's Gift has always done. We're playing very high value top end cards, so things like Efne and Gezerus and Forest Protector, and a couple of really good tutors that are also going to proc Symbiosis, a load of nature cards, a load of cards that work really nicely with Vitality and Symbiosis and all that fun stuff, and then God as a finisher. But extra power's been added with the new sorcerers, with the Whisperer, and with Francesca. So Sorceress is pretty nice, to be honest. I didn't think much of this card when I saw it, but it's pretty good. Next turn, like after you play it, it basically can guarantee you a Tempering, for example, which is going to proc Symbiosis. It allows you to play out, wait for your next turn, play a Whisperer, get your Tempering, spawn another Whisperer. You've already, got 6 points of value from the Whisperer, which is pretty good. And if you kind of think about all your other cards that have boosts and things, just use a bit of Vitality, you can get it up to 5, get a Rebuke, get a Circle, that kind of thing. I found it's pretty consistent because if 4 points of removal come in, that's at worst case. If it's damage, then okay, you just kind of let it chill for a bit, and then you can just jam down, something like a Dryad's Caress or like Tempering, and then it's back online and it's boosted up, and you can get your value from it later on. And Francesca's a card I've really been impressed by. When I initially saw this, I kind of dismissed it as like similar to Alza in effect, where like it's good, it's really good when it works, but most of the time it's not going to. But I've not really found that's the case. I think this is because it's a veiled 7 power unit. That's no joke. Basically, only like hard removal will deal with it. So something like a Karathi, Yennefer's Invocation, something like a Hjalmar. That's really the only way this is going to get removed. And because you have things like Ferv that you can pull off, say, a Call of the Forest, and then Ferv can play a nature card, you can proc multiple counters on Francesca. It's not going to take you 3 turns to do this. It's not going to be your best use of it, but you can proc this in 1 turn. So you can go Isengrim's Council, into Forv, into Call the Forest, into Forest Protector, and so Isengrim's Council, Call the Forest, and whichever spell Forest Protector plays basically gives it like 3 procs in 1 turn, so it is possible to do. And also with the sorceresses, works really nice. If you play Francesca the turn after a sorceress, you then use your sorceress, already 1 counters off Francesca. And the power of being able to get, 2 Shaping Natures, 2 Call of Forest, 2 Isengrim's Councils, actually pretty good. Even with no Symbiosis units down, your Shaping Nature, it's an extra 9 points, which means Francesca's played as 16 points. And if you consider like a round 3, for example, Ethne's basically 3 points of Symbiosis, maybe you've got a Hammer Dryad, it's very rare that you're going to have no Symbiosis units on the board, so it's pretty good. I've also had, say you do like double Call the Forest, and you can go, say like Forest Protector, then like kill something, and then you spawn 2 more Trions, and then the second Call the Forest you can get a Gezerus, and it kind of lets you go from having no board presence to all of a sudden ready to go for a Gezerus, which is kind of insane. And yeah, it's just kind of very good. A lot of very strong top end cards, and your bottom end just does work. So yeah, we'll go into the games. I've already talked about this a little bit. So as usual, if you would like to see more content, it's greatly appreciated if you could subscribe, and we'll go into the games. Mobilization's interesting. I mean, this is gonna be really sad if this is like Revenants and stuff. We'll see how we get on. Don't want 2 Hammer Dryads. Vara Dragoons. I mean, it's probably actually pretty good in this matchup. Maybe just keep this hand. I don't know. Maybe it feels weird, but I think we maybe drop Ethna. Yeah, that's a lot better. I'd rather have the 4, to be honest. Also, we have Rhonda in the background. She's don't worry, you're not in the back of the video. She's jamming away at Gwen. I tweeted out she's not played in a while. She sort of tried it before, and she just stopped playing for a little bit. And just after the expansion, she was like, "Oh, I'm playing a bit more," and so she wanted to play monsters. So we made her a little deck, and I kind of taught her the ropes, and she's been an absolute monster. What did you go with monsters? Was it like 15 and 3? 15 and 4? 15 wins, 4 losses? Yeah, basically she's just been like... It's just ridiculous. She's been absolutely putting in work on ladder, so... She's a danger. She's definitely a danger. We'll have to get you in a video soon, Ron. You can... This is what we need, right? We'll get Rhonda. You can do as a guide for your deck. Alright, I just on my shoulder I just saw her use Freya's Blessing with no targets. Did you
no, it's
We didn't come here to build sandcastles.
Oh, she's playing the seasonal. I take it back. Right, what are we doing here? Oh, I tried. Seems reasonable. But yeah, she's been bullying on ladder. It's the deck is an absolute monstrosity. It's Shoop, Redea, Cultilis. But it seems to work, and seeing her play it, I'm like, God, is this something I should be using? Like, have I been missing a trick? Is this actually good? So I may be trying it myself anyway, because it looks pretty fun, doesn't it? It's a fun little list. But I've kind of been ignoring this game a little bit, haven't I? What's been going on? It's just patience stuff to start with. I'm not really concerned. We're just jamming this one out. Shaping Nature's going to be really big onto this. Reinforcement. So this is just spam Banard students, which isn't really a concern for us, to be honest. I'm actually going to use both because I wouldn't mind. Second Rebuke, just get off the board, puts us ahead on even. Next time we'll look at Shaping Nature, just because I think this is probably going to be like Shani to try and res multiple ones of this, and so if we can make it so they're kind of not that good going forwards, that would be ideal. And the Dragoon will be pretty nice, being able to move the row. Just chuck it onto a Ranger or something like that. And another one. This one we won't be able to do anything about that. Istrid's looking very scary as well. I mean, what we'll probably try and do is just... we'll probably just give them the round before they trigger Istrid, because, like... Oh no, okay, they're triggering it now. You can say they'll get a lot of value from this, but it's not unassailable, basically. We can manage this. I'm a bit concerned about using Council, because the concern would be we could just get Francesca, Ethne, and God, and have to choose one of these 3, which I don't really want to do. Envoy's fair enough. Okay, we'll just play a Pyrotech. It's very slow, but it's like we still win on even if they pass, and I'm really looking to pass anyway. So we'll just see what they have left and what they kind of don't want to play. But also, big balls like Pyrotech has a chance to hit the armor, which would be really sad, but we'll see. I really just want to see like if this is scary enough to warrant a Baron from him or something like that. Oh, this is promising. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy to pass here. I'm very happy to pass here. Gerhardt's come out. It's like the problem is we could play Dragoon there, and like, you know, maybe they keep playing in and maybe they play something else. But just as easily they could pass, and then it's like we have to use Gezerus maybe, and it's don't like it. Do not like. Yeah, we want to find better stuff. Dragoon's not doing work. Dragoon is not doing work. Uh-oh, indeed. I mean, I guess it's not out of the realms of possibility that we might want to use one later on, you know, bounce one of these students onto the Ranger. And now we're just kind of looking for the good stuff. That's decent. So, Council at the moment is guaranteed to show us Ethne Biggest, which is pretty good. What we'll probably want to do then, I think we just replace the Tempering, because I mean, none of, apart from maybe the Dragoon, is as bad. Okay. Alright, I like this. Yeah, so we can go here, and then we'll call the forest for Francesca. Use a sorceress, get like a Tempering or something. Job's good. Job is good. That's kind of fine with me. Yeah, so we'll call for Francesca.
My folk have suffered much.
And we'll Tempering it. I mean, 8's kind of already out of reach for him. I think it's maybe a little greedy to, I don't think we need to, like... It's Alza, okay, okay. Interesting. Interesting. So yeah, I think we want to get, I don't think we want double, what's its name, double call, instead we want double council. And we'll see if they remove this. They may have a crafty, which would be a little sad, but we'll survive. Not all bad, because we'll council figures doesn't exist apparently. We'll council, get Ethne. Second council, get a biggest. Oh, he's back. He's back. And bearing in mind that second one as well will give us a nice proc on symbiosis, which is really nice. Really, really nice. Yeah, they kind of need to make that clear on Shani, to be honest. Okay, so we get double Francesca, which is good. Very, very good. And this is kind of what I mean about the her sort of height as a unit. That is such a weird way of putting it. In that, like, because she's 7 power with Veil, it's super hard to deal with. Like, realistically, what do you do? How do you really deal with a unit like that? You basically need, like, there's a handful of cards that can actually do it. And a lot of the time they're a little awkward to use. Okay, we're looking at, looking like there's some interesting stuff going on.
We didn't take the mutation process.
We can actually hold our leader. Guess maybe it was worth using one on Gezrus, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I think maybe should have used one on Gezrus. We'll use it next time for sure. This is kind of this is the idea, boys. This is the idea. Absolute nonsense. Ah, it's Century Knights, okay. We're kind of fine with this as well, because like Gezrus is going to be hitting the front row, isn't he?
Though trees live longer than people, they need protection from.
What we'll probably do actually is play Gold, just because my concern is like if we play Forest Protector and the Nature card spawns on this row, I mean, I guess it's not actually that bad, because like Gezrus will still boost this row, and we'll have 4, 5, 6 units on it, so maybe it's not all bad. And I guess it does mean that he's boosting every turn, so maybe it's actually better. Might actually be better. Depends if stuff's going to be spawning. I'm not sure what he's going to be playing.
Protect the queen.
Alright, we'll just go for this. And what plays for the most? I think it's just a tempering. A lot of points, boys. It is a lot of points. It's kind of the point of the deck, is like just hyper greedy, yeah. Like, it's a lot of points. What do you do about this? Alright, land pockets. I don't even know what to expect, in all honesty. I've seen a few people trying out land pockets, trying out a few things. It's probably going to be bounties, and we're going to get our ass handed to us, but I guess we'll find out, won't we? Get a nice little setup of these two. Maybe drop the circle. I don't know. Circle with F in hand is just kind of mid. That's why I've dropped down to like 1 circle. I swapped a circle out for Whisperer. I was initially running like 2 circles, 1 Whisperer, but I just found that it's like a little disappointing. Just because there's kind of stuff we don't want to hit. Like, we don't want to hit F in the first few turns. But it looks like they may just be playing a just good old crimes list. Which is kind of fine, because I didn't really talk about this too much, but kind of the macro like game plan typically is like if we can win round 1, we want to bleed like super short in round 2, and then you just have so much like explosive power in round 3 with, you know, your God and like a Shape in Nature, for example. So you can use like your Gezrus, use your Francesca, maybe use your Ethne, and just develop a shit ton of points, to be honest. Alright. See if we can, never in my life have I been lucky.
Stop gargling like that.
Could have used the Temper in there, but I just want to develop the Sorcerer. Or not. Just because this probably just gets dip in the Pontard, which is a little sad. I feel like I'm getting a bit of lag. I don't know if it's the game or my internet. Could very easily be my internet though. Rhonda's also, again, the adventures of Rhonda. She's I think she's playing Threadbreaker because she got it like a long time ago, and I think she's sort of looking at it. And basically, because she's been playing Cultolus, she's like, oh, I kind of want that shiny Cultolus. Get that premium Cultolus. She's enjoying that. What's it called? The story. I mean, I'm a big fan of Threadbreaker, to be fair. I think they did a good job on that one. It's pretty fun. I don't really know what the crimes list is now though. Like, Coerced Blacksmith feels like a kind of bad card. Alright. Yeah, sorry, just tying up the top of my hair because it's getting everywhere. So we'll chuck down a. We'll see what happens here. Just now that we've seen a dip in the Pontar out, like they may have another one, but they only had 5 crimes in hand with the safe cracker, and we've seen out like a payday, a shakedown, and a dip in the Pontar. So like 2 of those crimes also need to be a dip, and it may well be. There might well be a dip in the Pontar in there, and it looks like it with what they're doing with coins. But we'll see, because my plan here is like call the forest into 4 into a rebuke. Just try and get this game a bit more back under control. This game's getting ahead, getting away from us a little bit. Well, quite a bit. Very good fun. All right, scratch that. We're. I think we're passing. I don't see how we're making up. Don't see how we're making up 30 points. So this is the flip side. Is when like they just run a lot of removal and things like that. It can be a little difficult to get stuff to stick, but positives. Trying to think of positives. Like we've seen the Novigradian Justice out. That's about it. That is about it. I mean, we've got good pulls here, though. We've seen most of the stuff we want to see. Considering dropping one of these expensive cards there. Nah, I think it's fine, actually. No, this is fine. We'll see what happens. If they just pass, we just play Whisperer. Because I don't see Whisperer, like, sticking all that well. Siggy. Siggy. What are the chances that they pass here? I think it's 0, right? Okay, I think we just play F now. Because I don't see a world where they're passing here. If they do, then we're going to card up. Okay.
No mercy.
Alright, guess it's 5. And then we'll go with you. And right now I'm realising I should have just gone for the boost by 8. I was considering the Nature's Rebuke, and then just last second I was like, we kind of want that shape in nature though. No, Hammer Dryad's shown its face though, which isn't great. Don't mind one of those. Okay, yeah, they're just going for it now, so this is fine. We can clap this as well, which is kind of nice. And we'll just chuck a leader on just so they don't get the pass. I just need them to slow down just like a second so I can play Whisperer. My fear is like a payday onto this is good. Alright, I think they heard me. We can get away with playing Whisperer now. We got the time. Looks like Francesca might be a little bit sad here. We've not had a great time to really play her. I mean, maybe we go into a round 3 and Biggest and all that fun stuff sticks.
I can't wait to hear your wicked flesh sizzle.
But it's Gezra's time. If it gets Philippid, I think we'd cry a little bit, but it's as good a time as any, just because we're obviously going to get a huge amount of points. They've obviously targeted the Forest Protector with bounties, so they want to get rid of that. I know that the drill's coming, but Philippid, okay. It's looking sad. It's looking very sad. Is this enough of an offering to say like, okay, just let us out of the game, let us out of this round? Curious what this last card... It's got to be a drill, right? Yeah, that last card's got to be a drill. Okay, I mean, it's not all bad. Our God's going to stick. It's pretty nice. Figgis, now that Philip is gone, Figgis is a lot nicer. We've got Shaping Nature. If we can find a Hamadryad, that would be kind of nice. There you are. And a Caress for if they poison. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. So what have they got left? They've got like a Shocks probably. They'll play a Hamadryad. Get you boosted up. Because really their answer to this is like... Poison. Oh, Witchfinder. Okay. And we just kind of protect it now. It's not happening. Is it the highest power? Yeah, I didn't know if it was highest base or highest power. Ah, leave it alone. Graydon's probably coming, isn't it? Okay, I don't like it. I definitely don't like that. Because it's just making a taller target, but I mean, it means that you can't just straight away use it. I'm assuming it's probably a poison they have then. I mean, the best thing we can do here is Veil. Like, if they have a grade, and this is incredibly sad. But, we'll find out, won't we? We'll find out. Seems good. I was a little angsty for this game. It was looking a little scary in that round too, whether we'd get out or not. But yeah, looks like they couldn't deal with this. So yeah, we'll call it there. As I say, I think this deck's very, very strong. I'm just doing my climb back at the moment. Are we? Yeah, getting close. Getting close. Just crawling back to pro rank, and the deck's doing me very good. So yeah, I'll catch you on Tuesday. I've got a week off work, so probably going to be a little bit of streaming as well next week. So yeah, drop me a follow on Twitch if you want to watch some of that, and I'll catch you later.